I don't mean to sound conceited, but ain't nobody fucking with me. No. Tell them other niggas goodbye. I'm too high up to see y'all way down there, and I know that.
He's back. What up, YouTube? Got you another game right here. This one I'm going up against a shit talker. You can see the messages that he sent me. He beat me, and he was talking all this shit. That was the first message he sent me after he beat me. I had the Cardinals, and he had the Cowboys. So right off the bat, you know, it's not a great matchup for me. But since, you know, I do these YouTube videos, I like to try and use lesser teams and win, you know, because nobody wants to see the commentators use the Packers, the 49ers, the Giants, you know, any of those really good teams. Nobody wants to see that unless you're a fan of them, but a lot of people aren't. They just jump on the teams just to get the fumbles and stuff. So you can see that first message he sent me was, he didn't send me anything the whole game. And then when he beat me, because I had I think I had 8 turnovers, 4 picks, and 4 fumbles. Steven Talling was just coughing up the ball like nothing I've ever seen. I'd run the ball, he'd get big hit and fumble by the CPU, sensible. So he picks it up, scores. I try the same exact play once again just to see. Sure enough, boom, big hit, fumble, picks it up. He doesn't score that time, but you know, he's down in my red zone and he scores. So basically he ends up blowing me out. And he sent me that video. It was like, yo, YouTube it. And I was like, I'll make you a deal. I said, I'll get a better team, and if you win, I'll YouTube it. And he ended up agreeing to it, whatever. But, you know, he was gloating about that win. So it kind of pissed me off. I was like, dude, come on. I don't even have a great team. I have the Cardinals, which the defense is not bad. It's just the quarterbacks are so terrible. Steven Talling's fast, but he can't hold on to the ball. Beanie Wells doesn't really fit my style, but I should have used him. And right here I put a pink and take it off and leave a pink with the safety, and the safety ends up picking it off. I knew I needed a pink, basically, but I didn't want to put the safety on it. I should have put him on a yellow, the safety, because there's no point in having a deep blue right there. That's just a little tip for you guys. You should know that if you're inside the 15 and you want to play man coverage with a bunch of zones, I'd recommend just taking off the deep blues if it's a 2-man under or a nickel or some type of stuff. You don't need any deep blues, so just turn them into yellows, basically, is what I would do, because they'll jump hitch routes, you know, they'll jump streaks, stuff like that. So they're good to have there. Just turn them into yellows. But I go ahead and score on him after I get that pick, because he was marching on me, you know, he was marching down the field, and I went ahead and scored on him. So it's 7-0, and it's coming down to the end of the first quarter. But I'll let you guys just watch the game, see how it goes, and then watch the end. And right here, he throws a dot right to my D tackle. But another thing I want to talk about is how I don't know if y'all watch that college football, but my gosh, it's been a great season, especially for my Fighting Irish. I don't know if y'all know I'm a Notre Dame fan, a huge Notre Dame fan. Been following them forever, even when they sucked and were going 3-9. Had Charlie Weiss, Tyrone Willingham. Oh God, it was just so frustrating, just like that overthrow. But we finally got Brian Kelly, you know, and he's turning that ship around. Right now, Notre Dame's #1 in the country. It's been since '93 we haven't been #1, so it's exciting right now. It's looking like Notre Dame. All we have to do is beat USC. If we beat USC, which supposedly right now Lane Kiffin is saying that Matt Barkley is out for the game, but you know, you can't really trust Lane Kiffin. He's this snake oil salesman. That guy is just, he'll do anything to win, deflating footballs from recruiting violations. He left Tennessee after 1 year. I mean, dude just doesn't care. He gets mad if you ask about injuries, so that's why I'm kind of, I don't really believe him right now. If you ask that guy about injuries, he'll walk off the podium or wherever he's at. He's just a real asshole. So if he comes out on Sunday and says Matt Barkley's not playing, something sounds kind of fishy to me. I really don't care either way. I just don't think USC is going to beat Notre Dame this year. Our defense is too tough, and USC has no depth on defense. And you know, Barkley's a good quarterback, and those receivers are probably the best 2 in college football. Marquise Lee and Robert Woods, they're phenomenal receivers. So they're supposed to start Max Wittick, who's had 9 snaps in his whole career. If that's the case, USC is going to get blown out by Notre Dame. It is at their house, but I mean, Notre Dame's been playing really well on the road this year. We played better on the road this year than they have at home. So it's looking like if Notre Dame beats USC and Alabama beats Georgia in the SEC championship, it's going to be Georgia and it's going to be Route Combo versus GODzTHUMBz in the national championship. Alabama versus Notre Dame. I mean, it's going to be just a crazy game. Those two schools have such rich tradition and pride. The most national championships of all the schools. It's just crazy. But I can't wait for the USC game. I can't stand USC and Lane Kiffin. I hope he stays there. They need to keep him there as long as they can. He's just a terrible coach. Great recruiter, just terrible coach. They have so much talent. But, they can't win with it. You can't win with a bad coach. Like Notre Dame had Charlie Weiss, and that guy would bring in #1 recruiting classes. He recruited Te'o, Tyler Eifert, John Carlson, Kyle Rudolph, Harrison Smith, Sierra Wood, Theo Riddick. Basically, a lot of the guys are still his, But the guy couldn't develop the talent. Golden Tate's another one that comes to mind. He just couldn't develop the talent. Just let them be. If they were high 5-star, that was it. He would just leave it. Be like, oh, they'll be fine. Didn't develop anything. He didn't care a lick about defense. Kelly came in and changed that right away. Started recruiting on the defensive front. And it's showing right now. We have SEC-type players up front in that front seven. The guys that are there, they're from Georgia. They're from Florida. We have Te'o, obviously. He's from Hawaii. And it's paying dividends right now that he's focusing on the defense. So can't wait for that to happen. National champion's going to be huge. I know Chris is excited. He wants to bet me money. I told him I would, but I'm going to take the points. I'm not stupid. I don't trust our quarterback. If we had a senior, I'd do it straight up, but I'm not going to. I don't bet to lose. So shout out to this guy right here. He watches my videos. He sent me a little message, so I thought I'd throw it in there. Just show him some love. But you can see back to the gameplay. Sorry about my little college football rant. I don't know if you guys even care about college football, but I love it. I like it better than the NFL. But it's 17-10. You can see I'm in a battle. This guy is not that bad. And the Raiders are giving him fits. The picks that he's had are just killing him right now. And I lost my starting quarterback, so I'm trying to rely more heavily on Darren McFadden. I have Leinart in. You can see right there I took Leinart's ass out and put in Pryor. I think Pryor sucks too, but he gives you that mobile aspect. I think I just sub Pryor in as just certain spots, because you can see right there I have Leinart back in. And I'm just running screens, running the ball, and killing clock. That's basically all I'm doing, and relying on my defense to get stops for me, because I've always been one that I like playing defense, especially last year. I love playing defense because there was so many blitzes. There was, I had like 4 or 5 blitzes, but that's all I needed, and I can lock down most everybody's stuff. If y'all bought the guide, you saw the stuff I had in there. It's just straight lockdown. And this year, it's so hard to get pressure on the quarterback consistently. But that leads me to another thing. I'm coming out with I think I should be coming out with the ebook, a defensive one again. Me and one of my buddies, Nick, I know him as Big Nick. That was his first gamer tag I ever met him as. Now he's got all these random gamer tags. But me and him been in the lab working on defenses and stuff. Seeing how it comes along. I know a lot of people want defense this year because everybody has offense. You can just do a freaking custom and you have an offense. So I'll probably be doing defense. We've been working on it, and if it's good enough, and I think it's good enough to sell, then I'll do that. If I think it's just okay, I'll just release it. But I'm pretty sure we'll have good enough stuff. Right here I go for 2 because he keeps trying to block kicks all game. I don't get it. But hopefully I come out with that soon just to help you guys out and stuff, because it's still pretty early in the Madden season. There's still VG stuff going on, and the qualifiers for the VG tournament are happening still. I'm probably going to do that again this year. I know there's I think Chappie said he was going to do it, and Addy might get in. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see, because it'll be fun. It was a great experience last year, so I'll be looking forward to it this year. I just got to shore up a lot of my stuff. I'm starting to get my reads down on offense, like what people are trying to abuse and stuff like that with auto motions and tight end streaks and corner routes from tight ends, drags, whip route. I know there's stuff I can do now that I'm starting to see every game on what's going on. So my adjustments are getting better, and hopefully they're getting good enough to help you guys out on a consistent basis. God, I should have just stayed straight right there to score. But I'm looking forward to that, and I should have been picked off there. We'll see how it goes. If I have time and school's going good and you know, the family's doing good and all that stuff, because I do have a family, have a wife and kid. Yes, I'm a married man, but you can see the stats right there. It was a good game. He had 4 turnovers. This time I had 0, which is what I always try to do, but God, the Cardinals suck so bad. Those quarterbacks are really bad, and you can see the QB comparisons. I don't even really throw the ball on this guy, and I end up, you know, beating him like that. That message was the one he sent me earlier when you saw it pop up. I just didn't want to read the message as I was playing him in the game, so I just said I'll just wait. Oh, excuse me. And there he sends me another message. Right here, I just hit him back up with a reply. You know, dude was actually a pretty good player. He wasn't bad. He just fell apart right there towards the end. And it's always harder when you face a better team if the computer, instead, because the computer will help you more, is what I'm getting at, like the 49ers and, you know, the Packers, and speed and all that kills too, just like the Raiders. The speed on offense, it just kills. The running backs and receivers are just ridiculous. Right here, I just let him know that, you know, that's why he won last one, just because of that. And the ending of the message was pretty nice. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to comment, rate, like, and subscribe. And I did play Addy Cards. He uploaded our first one, which I lost, but it was still classic. That's when I was probably played Madden 20 times at that point, and I still had a good game with him. You know, Addy knew all kinds of blitzes. You'd see him sacking me. You'd see he knew what to look for in my scheme. I didn't even know most of the time. If I didn't have my first, second read, I was done. But he just posted that one. We played recently where I actually have I didn't get to run my new defense on him, but I ran my new offense. So that'll be coming up soon. He's going to post it. I'm going to post it. But until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.